in that spot. And we'll see what he can do here against New York's #1 and the PGR's current #6, but potentially the PGR's #1.
Yeah, we're looking at a good set ahead of us as Tri-State's finest dukes it out for Game 1 on Smashville.
Right, with the exception of Nairo, this would be the top of Tri-State. And being that Nairo's less of a presence at local events than James at least, this could be the Tri-State showdown. Oh, that slide though. James being so tricky with his movement. Diddy Kong with one of the best skids in the game, but let's not forget Rosalinos, which half of it takes her into the Z-axis.
Always a player to be much more movement-oriented and try to stay as fluid as he can. Shoyo James is one of those players that I feel like just fundamentally his playstyle can provide a bit of a challenge to Dabuz, because Dabuz is going to have a lot more difficult of a time locking down his movement options. And one of Dabuz's strongest strengths has always been his ability to limit his opponents right into where he wants them to be.
Ooh, those air dodge traps, but Dabuz still just mashing on the shoulder buttons and getting his way out of there. I think that's one of Dabuz's trademarks. He's very fond of the defensive options, air dodges, rolls, etc. But he uses them to great effect. Oh, wow. That was one of the deepest reads ever.
That was an excellent bait, too. He went for that banana, looking like he was going to grab it, but nah.
I also have to commend Dabuz on turning around to keep Luma safe from the incoming monkey flip kick. That's one of the best ways to get rid of her as Diddy Kong, and he made sure that that wasn't going to happen.
It's definitely a very small effort that can be done by Rosalina players that goes such a long way.
To turn around?
Yeah, because we see so many times that Luma acts as a shield for Rosa. He's able to block so much. Rosa can turn that effort around, and when you have Luma live consistently, you always have a kill option. You always have a mix-up available. You always have something that can defend you and just help all of your efforts.
Yeah, Luma's life of the party, man. You got to be protecting her. But it's going to be James taking the first stock here. Banana into up smash, the classic combo. And I love how he just stuck the pressure to Dabuz so consistently in that edge guard into ledge trap situation.
Dabuz struggling to figure out how to end this stock on James. You know, James just monkeying around. He's flipping around, doing what he can. Stay fluid, trying to monkey kick into the Luma, but it's not going to be enough. He tried something fancy, but he's not placed just in the right spot for it.
That nair into down air is so potent for Diddy Kong, but it wasn't the right time or place. Okay, it's going to be James on the edge now. Let's see what Dabuz has to prevent him from getting back. We know how mobile Diddy Kong is, but...
Mobile run into the blast zone after that back air.
Caught him hesitating a little bit. James was trying to formulate a game plan, and Dabuz is like, I'm not letting you breathe. Wow.
Up smash looking like a good button right now.
I like the effort there by Dabuz, air dodge and then land with a lunar landing neutral air, but it was actually the hitbox from James's throw that canceled that out, keeping him safe.
Yup, looking for that air dodge. You know you can't be doing that. Everyone hunting for those. Because if you read that air dodge, all that is free pressure. You're sitting there helpless.
What if the 2018 metagame is literally to never air dodge?
That's where we're approaching. New York's been ahead of the curve.
Yeah, and Zero, man, I feel like Zero just, while he was still around, did not air dodge, and that was what made him so tricky for a lot of players. It's essentially a sign of fear from your opponent, too. Players like Dabuz are so good at capitalizing on that. Oh, and Luma's still alive. That's going to be a problem. Stopped cold from that monkey flip by Luma's jab. This is a last hit situation for sure. Up smash out of shield. That's only 5 frames. So quick from James, just recognizing that Dabuz had done something so slightly unsafe. You don't even have to spend the 7 frames to drop your shield. Brilliant stuff.
Excellent play from him. It's going to net him that game 1. And Dabuz with the stage pick now at this point. I think stage is going to add a very interesting dynamic to this, because everywhere Rosalina is good, Diddy Kong is also good. Both of these characters love the legal stages.
They like the big open space, but they also like platforms as well. They're very good at pressuring from underneath. And both of them would appreciate some alternate options to land. Whoa, James, the craziest punish, just a down smash. I feel like he might have wanted down tilt, though, and might have just gotten a little eager.
It gives us an explosive start to Game 2 on Battlefield as we see both of these players try to contest for the base platform. And getting contention of center stage is going to be pivotal to this game, because both of these characters are so good at catching landings that even with the multiple platforms available to the players, they have so many options to control where they're trying to land and how they can pressure that damage.
Dabuz is so smart. From even the very first interaction, using Luma as a bait, making James want to chase her down, and also just positioning her so when she gets hit by something like a monkey flip kick, she's just ever so slightly still on stage. And the item play has been insane from Dabuz as well, taking one of Diddy Kong's greatest strengths and turning it on him.
He's had such an opportunity to practice general item play. Just in the past few months alone, he's been playing so many high-level Diddies. He's been playing with so many players that practice item play, like Sinji and his Pac-Man. He's understanding the value behind figuring out your opponent's tools, using them against them, how Rosalina can take advantage of them, both off of simple item tosses, as well as the gravitational pull.
Ooh, and James just making some unfortunate choices in his ways of getting rid of Luma. A little bit off the mark a couple times. And the up throw to up air actually doing it. Remember how I said I didn't miss pre-patch Diddy?
I don't think I've actually seen that move kill in about 2 years.
Oh, chill, chill, chill. It definitely kills a lot.
No, it's a good move. I'm just saying. I don't think I've seen it in so long, but here we are.
I haven't seen a straight up hoo-ha kill in a little bit, but still, you know, there's some characters.
I love the callbacks to the classics.
Yo, can we get 52 HP Luma back?
Let's not. James don't be wanting that right now. He's doing a fine job of eliminating all these Lumas ahead of him.
Ooh, the perfect pivot into grab, sensing the fear from James. Respected Dabuz just a little bit too much in that moment, but Dabuz has some ground to make up for here. He needs to land a kill move, and Diddy Kong is one of those characters that's pretty hard to do that on, as of course he does it right as I'm talking about it.
Another classic commentator's curse coming in as Max manages to narrate the death of a monkey. But it's okay. James still got a fresh stock. He's coming in only to a little bit of up air pressure. And this minute percentage lead that Dabuz has means nothing because we've seen how well James can box out Dabuz and stay mobile around all of that Luma pressure.
Right. Diddy Kong, even though his actual aerial mobility is pretty weak, he has monkey flip. He has the barrels that can send him at all kinds of wacky angles and keep him safe as an escape option. I don't think we'll be seeing too much of the barrels, but still, just a factor that you always have to be cognizant of. And look at James. He is... Oh! He's trying to stay on that top platform, and Dabuz making him regret it immediately. All right, got that red velvet Luma on deck right now. Dabuz keeping the hitboxes present at all times, and that's going to be a weak shield. Smart by James, though, just to roll behind it.
Forward smash manages to get rid of the Luma, but it's not going to be able to do much else. Dabuz immediately taking back the stage control. He's trying to figure out what he can do, and it's just going to be a basic throw. He's got the up air pressure. He doesn't need no Luma to get this. He's constantly keeping James at bay, and the up smash, it's not going to kill, but it bought Dabuz enough time to get his Luma back.
This is so down to the wire. We've seen Rosalina being a light character and Diddy actually having quite a bit of raw kill power of his own. This is not a comfortable position for either player, but it's going to be Dabuz holding down the stage control, this lead, and there we go, the third jab going to close it out.
Game 2 going in favor of Dabuz. It seems like both of these players are very actively adapting to each other's movement. We see Dabuz now trying to stay a little bit more fluid to try and check James, and in return, James being a little bit more aggressive with his movement. He's seeming to throw out a few more hitboxes. He's going for a lot more of those bold options so that he could try and check Dabuz when he tries to position himself for some sort of advanced Luma play.
Both of these players
Field run back. Okay.
are so different from each other, in my opinion. Dabuz, very much the ice to James's fire. And not that James is the most hyper-aggressive player or anything, but he makes it feel like he is with how quick he is and how mobile this character can be. Okay, just mashing into Luma repeatedly. Gonna trade up airs, and that was just so unfortunate. He even got hit by the banana afterward.
Bro, that did like 2%. That wasn't even there for the combo. That just worked out as icing on the cake.
James making excellent use of these edge cancels here, but still unable to get rid of the first Luma of the match so far. Ooh, Dabuz was so close to closing him out there.
Yeah, and a rather big deviant from Game 2. Game 3 here. It's looking like the Luma's staying a lot more violent against James. Dabuz staying much more on the offensive, much more to keeping Luma right in James's face. He's looking to just contest every possible hitbox and every chance at movement.
To me, this looks like Dabuz is much more comfortable than the first two games. May have figured something out. This is the kind of player he is. He'll break a player down to a process and just run the counters over and over again.
Dabuz managing the download. He's got the young fiber optic. You know, just took those 2 games. Look at how much of a change we've seen between games 2 to 3.
A little bit of a sloppy confirm there from James. Didn't quite recognize the situation in time, but Dabuz holding down the ground floor here and the banana. That's really tough to deal with Luma and stage hazard / projectile. Nothing off the trump. Oh, all right, James finally getting back to the center here. Let's see, what can he do? He's just pressing a few too many buttons. Again, just too eager to get rid of Luma.
Hey, there's those rocket barrels coming in for a rather unorthodox movement option, but they're going to get James away to safety. But safety's not really going to do him much anymore. He needs to figure out some way to crack through this momentum Dabuz has built, because Dabuz is moving around so confidently with his options. And with good reason if he could try to take all this stage pressure. And a kill just like that.
Love how that back air catapults Luma so far out. James thought he was safe just to charge there and not release, but Dabuz called his bluff. And he has long been feared as the wall of Smash 4. This iron defense. It's really tough to get through him, and when he has a stock lead, he's just chilling. He's not afraid of you, especially at a percent like only 89 with no rage on Diddy Kong. Ooh, these lunar landings, though. So many buttons for James to try to deal with.
There's just so many options available to Dabuz with that he can stay mobile and stay offensive right off the bat. When you're linking together all of these hits, the puppetry work is just something to marvel behind what Dabuz can offer.
2018 Dabuz looks like Ice Climbers without chain grabs.
That's terrifying.
Ooh, D-Syncs are just brilliant as he gets Luma, of course, to do a landing aerial as Rosalina is still inactive, and then he comes back and does something different with Rosa. It's so smart and just lends itself to a lot of really creative follow-ups. Oh, Dabuz, what are you doing? Oh!
Not able to get the second give off that. James coming back, but he's not able to get the kill. He comes in with the up smash and gets punished for it.
That was almost the sickest edge guard I've ever seen.
But that was almost amazing, but almost doesn't quite cut it.
Of course not. All right, it's 2-1 in Dabuz's favor. Of course, all the rest of the sets for the day will be best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to see these players really figure each other out over the course of the longer sets. Dabuz looking like he learned something important between games 2 and 3. Let's see if James can do the same.
Now we got a bit of a change of scenery ahead of us. We came for taking us to town and city.
Unfortunate, the front hit Rosa, but the back hit put Luma back into the center of the stage. And you can see that lack of aerial mobility coming into play for Diddy Kong, as James is now afraid to press side B as recklessly as he has in the past. And then as a result, it's easier for Dabuz to trap him with the simple up smash.
James needs to look at what available options he has to him so that he can try and move around while still being able to occupy space. James is having a lot of an issue right now with just trying to move around and be present. Dabuz has no issue with moving, positioning his Luma, having the time to properly desync his and Luma's movements, because James isn't really contesting as much.
Yeah, but right now, James has been putting a lot of damage on the board. As I say that, though, Dabuz starts reestablishing stage control. Let's see what James has got. He's got a lot to think about with gravitational pull, able to steal the banana into his control if he leaves it on the ground for too long. Ooh.
But yeah, James ain't dying off that just yet.
And a lunar landing neutral air right there, keeping Dabuz in the game as the match has been pretty much evened up. But James was looking so good at the start of this. Now that banana is all Dabuz's. James has no extra stage presence while that's gravitational pulled. Ooh, I know what Dabuz is looking for, man. Those jabs into up tilt, very strong, especially if you have rage.
Some long distance puppeteering, but not working out just yet for Dabuz. Percentages staying rather even, and James trying to go for some sort of aggressive option. He's going to get punished for it. However, the monkey flip is coming in clutch once again.
Okay, just getting out of the juggle situation there, but Dabuz, I don't know if that was an intentional grab release. It might have been, just because Luma's down or jab is faster than anything Diddy Kong has. Ooh, the down tilt. Unfortunate miss for Dabuz is going to get Luma killed, but now he can buy some time as he throws James away. Goes for a neutral air edge guard. Oh, that was so sick! The movement from James. Wall jump into B reverse into back air.
He's got to keep himself fluid like that. That's what's going to keep him alive. But he's moving himself right into that down smash. Still staying alive, though. He has to worry about so much, though, from Dabuz at the ledge. Look at James. He's sitting at 154, and he still has not figured out a way to break through these defenses. He's only figured out a way to get himself back on the ancient platform.
Yeah, we're seeing these panic monkey flips from James. He knows he needs a way in back toward the center, and Dabuz not looking to let him have it. 114, though, still definitely dangerous territory for a light character like Rosa. Could see another one of those up smash out of shield. Okay, James just going to drift back. I like that, going for the forward-facing B reverse. But still, might be a little bit too late. James trying to play his own patient game here. Wow, just the whiff punish with the
No,
up
sometimes
smash.
you just got to do it, man.
Yeah. It's those snap reflexes. Okay, up throw, up air. That's still going to work on Diddy Kong. Oh, my God. I don't even...
No, that's the
Yeah.
tri-state channel
So-
all the time.
The lunar landings, yet again, for Dabuz coming through. Okay, these monkey flips are looking just a little bit too readable from Dabuz. I feel like against most players, Diddy Kong players can still get away with that side B, but Dabuz just a little bit too practiced against it, and we're going to see Lumas down there close him out 3-1. Valiant effort from James, but Dabuz just looking like the better man there.
Dabuz had been going for that down air all set. He's been looking for the right timing on that to catch the rocket barrel pack. Finally gets it where it really matters.
All right, so it's going to be Dabuz staying immune to the upsets. That tends to be his forte, right?